So I found this Playhouse on Facebook Marketplace yesterday, and Joe and I went last night and picked it up. And we're gonna turn this old Playhouse that we got for like practically nothing into a really awesome chicken coop. So more to come, y'all. Coopifying the coop. Progress. So we put all the siding on, framed out the windows, painted it black. I'll show you the back. That back window got framed out, and I'll show you the chicken coop, the inside here. So we had all of the inside painted. And then we put chicken wire on the windows so that the girls can't get out. And then we took all the wood boards out of the bottom, and we're just going to put some support bars in there, but we put some hardware cloth on the bottom so that we're not having to clean this out as frequently if there was like a completely wood floor in there. So still a work in progress, but we're getting there. We had all the tools out for this project, but it was actually fun because one of my goals this year was to learn how to use some of the power tools, and Joe showed me that, and it was fun. But he did cut most of the siding for the chicken coop, and meanwhile McCoy and I painted the siding white once it was up.
Nailed it.
All right, so there's the gate we built yesterday. Just basically made kind of like a shadow box and a support bar and some chicken wire in the middle. So we'll use that as an entry to get into the chicken run. Okay, so we are still coopifying this Playhouse to make it look awesome, work in progress. But yesterday we tried to start putting up some fencing with T-post and chicken wire to make a chicken run so that we can get the girls out of that small chicken coop and more sort of free ranging. But we're having some trouble with getting the chicken wire tight. So we've been trying to do some videos and learn about how we can change our design idea and get this fencing tight. So we've got a couple ideas we're going to try, and we'll bring you guys along the way for that. But so like we told you in our last clip, the T-posts were just not working, so we ended up changing to wood fence posts and then stapled at each post, and that worked out really well. So the next thing we're going to do is get the gate put in, and then we're going to get some wood panels that we're going to place along the bottom so that we can secure everything just a bit better. But I mean, it's coming along, and the Hubs is doing a great job.
So I'm going to take these boards that I got from a neighbor's fence and use it as kind of like just a bottom board to help secure this. Oh, I hate this chicken wire, but it'll help secure the bottom. All right, so Coop de Ville got the roost bars in. Roosting bars. Pretty simple. No special measurements. I literally just put the board up there when it was this 90 degree, and then trace that vertical angle there coming from the post to get my angle. And this angle here, finger. I did the same thing. Just drew the line from this 90 degree to this vertical member here to get that angle. That didn't have to be, you know, angled off, but figured it matched. And I just used 2-inch galvanized nails going in here, so it's good enough for, you know, a few pound chicken. Eventually we'll have like 20-ish in here. Right now we only have 17, but we're putting in another order for some chickens with a local group. So all this wood is reused, by the way. Those boards with the pink, that was the original floor for this kid's playhouse. These aren't gonna stay here. That's just to support my big body. Nesting box. All right, so I put it against the board, and the board being that wall there, traced this when I was on the inside. Just, you know, this is what I did. You see it? Yeah. So I put my pin there, literally just ran it along, did the same thing along the sides, did it the whole way. When I was on the inside, you can still kind of see I drilled, let me get the shadows, there we go. I drilled that hole. It's kind of like a pilot hole to cut. Did the same thing here. I don't know if you can see it because of the shadows. And then just cut it out with a circular saw. These did not fit through from the inside, so I had to take the tops off. These tops come off. I was able to slide it through, put them back on, which I like. That means no big old animal can just come in and push these. Not that we have big prey here. The German Shepherd over there laying by the septic tank clean out is the biggest predator. So yeah, reattached it and it's fitting pretty snug. Oh, and then obviously we want the eggs to roll. So you could get real fancy and, you know, like measure this piece here. I only got one hand, but that's my finger. Measure this piece here to make sure it's level. Or you can just stick a board underneath like I did there and cut it to fit. So now I'm gonna go get the siding to match the rest of the sides, the lap siding, the hardy board, so that way we can finish the Coop de Ville and move on to the next project.
In there, babe.
Thank you, love. So I'm not too crazy about this here. This is where I try not to be OCD, but in order to lift this, to have like good access to the eggs, this piece had to come up. Hence why this is now showing. This wasn't meant to be shown. But again, I gotta tell myself it's a chicken coop. It's okay. So, other than that, I'm glad with it. I like the spacing of the seams. Oh, I didn't do one here. Oh well. I didn't do one on that one. So there's 2 whole pieces there. I was trying to kind of. Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted a solid piece at the top. So yeah. So now my artiste is gonna paint it.
All right, you guys. We are very excited that Coop de Ville and our chicken run is finally complete. So I'm gonna take you on a little tour. I'm gonna take you back this way. So here's our raised bed garden, and then our chicken run is right behind that. It's a pretty good size for, we have 17 chickens total right now. So we put posts, we use chicken wire, and the posts were free. The boards on the bottom were free from a neighbor's fence that he was taking down. So we used that to put together the run. And then over here is our gate, access to inside. Hardware on this gate was all free wood and free hardware that we had from an old gate that we had gotten from a fencing company. So we're gonna go inside. And then here's their new waterer. We just used a 5-gallon bucket, which we got free from Publix bakery area. And we bought the little cups from Amazon. And then Coop de Ville itself, we are super proud of and really happy with the way that it came out. So So we've got this was an old Playhouse that we bought off of Facebook Marketplace. We got the Playhouse for $50. We transported it from Lakeland down here to Brooksville, and we basically used scrap paint and scrap siding and old wood that we had, and made it a replica to our house. So there's our house, and we have siding, the same siding as the chicken coop along the front of our house. We, like I said, used paint that we had used left over from the house. Made the little nameplate there for Coop DeVille. We thought that was cute because it's our new chicken coop and we live in Brooksville. So that's the reason behind the name. I bought those little solar hanging lights on a lightning deal from Amazon. And then inside the chicken coop, Joe built the roosting bars just from some free scrap wood. And we did buy the nesting box for when the girls start laying eggs. Should be in April. They should start laying end of March, April. So we're super excited about the way that this all came out. And then the A-frame is still in here also. That's our original chicken coop that we bought off of Facebook Marketplace. It isn't big enough for all of our girls that we're going to have, but we have our baby girls in there that just came out of the garage, so that all of the girls can get acquainted close to each other, but you know, the big girls can't beat these little girls up for food and water and whatnot. So this, like I said, this A-frame chicken coop we had gotten off of Facebook Marketplace. I don't remember how much we paid, but it was really inexpensive compared to what they cost at like Rural King or, you know, somewhere online. But we're super excited about this chicken run. We're so happy to be done with this project. Our girls all seem super happy to be able to have this space and walk around and be free. And then I'll show you this side of the coop. This is where the roll box, so when they start laying, we'll be able to just come out in the morning and get the eggs out from this side instead of having to go into the coop to get them out. So that's a really neat feature. So there you have it. Coop DeVille chicken run is complete. We could not be happier.